Hello, people. How's everybody doing tonight? 7th second here. Oh, it's been a weird day. Today was real weird. I ended up working from home today because, like, I don't think anybody from my team was really in the office, and I was just like, huh, okay. Spent the day struggling with the thing I'm trying to work on for work. So I'm hoping that tomorrow I can get some help with it, get it crushed out, then I can get on my next thing, which I should be able to get done next week. But enough about that. We have an investigation to do. Like, we have to get... I hate to say that I called this one, but I definitely called who was getting killed this chapter. And it's gonna get weirder from here. That's all I know. Is it's gonna get weirder and weirder and weirder from here, because this case is gonna be strange. Water, no. Seal all the way down. But yes, we have interesting things to do. Right? Let's just jump over to it. All right. No, and I like the way the chapter was going, that like I think it would have been a bigger twist is if a different character got killed. Like if that was the case, then I have even less of an idea of what happened. So I think we got like we basically did the investigation up to the point of I have control of the character again. I think that's where we stopped the investigation last time, is that was the first time I got to control the character. Oh, and I guess I'll throw this at the front. Spoilers, if you haven't seen anything up to this point, you've been forewarned. It's in the title. It's up there. Just be careful. All right? So, like, these things were freaky as hell to begin with. What I have actually is the super interesting. I guess we're going to talk to people first. This busty brainy beauty, is this all figured out? Huh? Wait, you mean you know who the culprit is?
What was that?
Wait, the culprit? Fuck that!
Hey.
Do we really have the time to be listening to her?
Wait!
Hey, wait, goddammit, are you just gonna ignore my genius idea?
What?
Just listen to me, okay? Come on, listen to me. Listen.
Okay.
Alright, Miyu. If you're gonna twist my arm, then I'll tell you. You better thank me for this.
You know.
I know y'all are dumber than fleas, but you know how weird these wax dolls are, right? They are strange. Are they for the ritual or another purpose?
Well then.
But I figured it out with just one glance. These are diversions.
Could it be...
What? Huh?
Listen up.
Yeah, the culprit used these wax dolls to distract us from something.
Got a minute?
What do you mean by that?
What?
How should I know? Isn't that Sherlock Holmes' job?
I knew it.
You're a waste of time. Lucky turned and walked away. Can't say I blame her.
What was that?
Huh? The hell's her problem? Is she on the rag or something? So Angie made these wax dolls, huh? Their resemblance is pretty uncanny. They say the devil's in the details, you know. Let's just see how detailed these really are. Hey! Miyu tried to look up the wax figure's skirt.
Hey!
What are you doing? Stop that!
What?
I just wanted to see if the doll was wearing panties. Wait, do you have a doll fetish? Are you excited that your dead girlfriend's now a doll?
Ha! Fucking
Like-
virgin.
If you like wax dolls so much, then go fuck the doll already. I'm starting to agree with Maki. Talking to Miyu is a waste of time. She is like ultra aggressive today. Holy shit. sure if it's okay to say this or not, but could Tenko be the culprit?
Huh?
Tenko? Oh, it's not like I have proof or anything, but earlier I heard Himiko say that Tenko was trying to betray the student council.
No.
So you're going to suspect Tenko because of that?
Actually.
Because as a member of the student council, she would have been allowed into the lab.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. Angie did allow members of the student council to enter her lab. And Angie had been shut away here working on the ritual by herself since yesterday. Said she would only unlock the door if she heard the student council member's voice.
That's true.
That would certainly point to Tenko. She did betray the council after all.
No.
It's not that I want to suspect Tenko, but since the student council members would have been let in, only they would have been let in here. So Angie and the members of the student council, huh? It'll be Gonta, Kibo, Himiko, Tenko, Sumugi. And of that group, Tenko's certainly the most suspicious. Alright. That's true. What do you have to say for yourself, Gonta?
Why?
A murder at nighttime is strange. Impossible, even.
Why?
Wait, why? Why would it be impossible, Gonta?
Right.
Because student council made rule that we know can be outside during nighttime. Everyone should have been asleep. No way murder could have happened at nighttime.
Ew.
Do you really think everyone would go along with that rule? But it's a Tua's rule. Angie said he punished us if we not follow his rules.
But
The student council wasn't included in that, right? They could do what they wanted. So Angie was also working here at night. She was?
But
No way. Student council would never break own rules.
right.
They should have been asleep in own rooms to set a good example to others. Maybe Angie got attacked while she's asleep in her room and get brought here.
Gonta,
So,
idiot.
Gonta could have saved her. Only Gonta saw. But Gonta was sleeping. Sorry, Angie. Gonta no save you. I find it hard to believe that no one went outside in spite of the student council's rule. Alright, what do you have to say, Waki?
Hey.
I just want to confirm something. When we got to this lab, you're sure that front door was locked?
Okay.
Yep, I'm positive. Yeah, we tried this and it just didn't even give anything away. No, I have no idea what's going on with it.
I knew it.
The front entrance was locked, so Kokichi picked the lock to open it. And then it was really damn creepy. So he picked the cylinder lock to open.
Hey.
Think anyone else could have opened the lock besides him?
That's true.
It would have been impossible from the outside. The Monad Cubs took the key. Yeah, they like swallowed the key. Which was really weird in and of itself. So Kokichi's the only one who could have opened or closed the door from the outside, right? Only Kokichi would have been able to open and close it from the outside. But someone inside could have opened and closed it as they please. Yeah, so, I mean, it's a normal lock.
No.
I'm just thinking of possibilities. But in that case, the question becomes how that person who locked the doors got out. And how the culprit got out of the classroom after locking the doors. Yeah, that's the thing we're not sure on. I don't know how the hell anybody got into this room. Is the book included in the body? She's lying face down in the middle of the room.
What's wrong?
Are you going to take a closer look?
Okay.
I was planning to.
Got a minute?
Let's hurry up and do it. We can't afford to waste any time here. Maki didn't hesitate. She stepped past me and walked over to the body. She had no problems with dead bodies. She is the ultimate assassin. Oh, okay. That's how we get to investigate all of these things. So the first thing was the damn Necronomicon.
I knew it.
This was the motive, the Necronomicon. Angie tried to perform the ritual written within the book, right?
Okay.
If we look at the book, we should be able to figure out the steps to the ritual she was trying to perform. What do we got here? The Necronomicon Resurrection Ritual. Prepare an effigy of the dead soul you wish to contact. Everyone may participate. The size and shape of the effigy is irrelevant. Make it out of whatever material you wish. If it's not obvious who the effigy is supposed to be, label it with the name of the deceased. After preparing the effigy, burn this Necronomicon to ashes. Use caution, be mindful of carbon monoxide poisoning. Sprinkle the ashes on the effigy and repeat the name of the deceased 3 times. Then close your eyes and wait. For a while, you should feel a light tap at your back. If so, that means the ritual was a success. The ashes are only good for one use. The ritual can only be performed once, so use it wisely. What the hell? So these are the steps for the resurrection ritual?
This is stupid.
Angie really believe this? It's pretty obvious that you wouldn't be able to resurrect anyone with this. Under normal circumstances, if I'm sure that's true. But in this place, I don't think we can rule anything out. How did she die? Was it like a... there's blood dripping from Angie's head. According to the Monokuma fire... Oh, that's right. She got stabbed in the back of the neck. That's right. As well as a laceration on her forehead. Killing blow was a single stab to the back of the neck. A sneak attack, most likely.
Well,
Then what do you make of this wound on her forehead? Maybe the culprit hit her before stabbing her from behind?
but
But the 2 wounds are substantially different. Did the culprit change weapons mid-attack?
Oh yeah.
I suppose that would be unnecessary.
remember,
Also, the wound on her forehead looks deep, but it's not bleeding that much. What's going on with these 2 wounds? Yeah, it seems real weird. Huh? What's wrong, Maki?
Got a minute?
Move. She pushed me aside and then lifted Angie's body up by the shoulder.
Is this...
What's this doing crumpled underneath her body?
What is it?
Is this duct tape? What's duct tape doing here? I don't know, but it must be related to the case. There are hairs stuck to the duct tape. Long hairs? They're Angie's, right? Bloody duct tape with Angie's hair on it? What could that mean?
but
I'm surprised you spotted this, Maki. It was hidden under her body.
So what?
It was partially visible. As a detective, you should have noticed it before I did.
okay.
Yeah. Even so, I guess you're getting used to being around dead bodies, so don't beat yourself up over it.
Okay.
Well, then it's a good thing you're used to it, Maki.
Do you want to die?
Dang it.
Sorry.
Joking, I couldn't resist.
Got a minute?
You don't need to apologize. I was joking too. That didn't sound like a joke though. Maki, please. 4 effigies hung upside down there make the scene pretty eerie. Ropes dangling from the ropes were dangling from the exposed beams on the ceiling.
If I remember correctly,
Angie made all of these wax figures.
Hey,
Is there rope in the warehouse?
you're right.
Yeah, which means there probably won't be much of a clue. Anyone could have gone and gotten the rope. Maybe the student council should have blocked the warehouse instead of a manhole. The warehouse does contain a lot of things that can be used for murder. Anyway, all these effigies are just wax, but it still creeps me out. I'm also still really fucking tired, apparently.
that's true.
The effigies look exactly like real people. Not just their faces, but their bodies, too. An artist was certainly talented.
By the way,
Why is this effigy hanging upside down? Is that part of the ritual? I don't
what is
know.
it?
If it's not, then why is it like this? Who would go out of their way to hang a wax effigy? If they're gonna do this much work, there must be some reason for it. What could it be? Who would do this? Was it Angie, the culprit? Somebody else? Wait, is there blood on the door? Oh, that's just paint. Well, I kind of want to examine this one because it's got a sword in it. So that's gonna be how all of the effigies are gonna be like that. All right. Hey, let's look at the pool of blood. small pool of blood is emanated from Angie's torso. It can't be from her forehead. This blood isn't from the back of her neck.
Is this?
It's dry. Must have been spilled a few hours before Angie was killed, maybe more. It fits the 2 a.m. time of death listed in the Monokuma file. Angie's body appears to be exactly as described in the Monokuma file. There were several clues that caught my attention, but I can't draw any conclusions yet. I think if we think about all the evidence in combination, it might tell us something. Let's continue the investigation for now. Maki, what's wrong?
So what?
It's nothing important, but anytime you're reliable is when you're investigating a crime scene. Is that supposed to be a compliment?
Like I'd know.
Who knows? You're certainly more reliable than Kaito, at least. That guy's useless. Anyway, let's continue. Alright. I don't see anything else in this area. Still locked?
Is this?
Wait, what's that? The door has a sliding lock and it's still locked.
That's true.
Because no one has used this door since we came in here. I believe Angie locked this door when she came in and it's been locked ever since.
Hey.
What's that? Look. Something gold and shiny on the tab of the sliding lock. What?
Is that all right?
Maki, can I see it for a moment? I want to try moving the sliding lock.
So what?
You want to unlock it? Go ahead, do what you want. Carefully touch the knob, avoiding the gold parts. Softly slid the lock open.
Okay.
I suspect this lock slides without a lot of effort. Whether you lock it or unlock it. It could be an important clue. Still strange that the front door and the back door have different locks. The front door that we came in from is a cylinder lock. This rear door is a sliding lock. By the time we discovered the body, both doors were locked.
Is this?
In other words, this is what you might call a locked room mystery, right? Locked, huh?
You're right.
The cylinder lock's key was taken by the Monokubs, so both doors could only be locked from the inside. But if you rule out Kokichi's lockpicking, right? You could have picked the cylinder lock at the front door and to go in and out of the lab. So he could have created this locked room mystery. It's possible that he locked the door from the outside by picking it after he killed Angie.
If I remember correctly.
Yeah, it's possible.
That's right.
He also appeared at an oddly convenient time when we tried to enter the lab ourselves.
I knew it.
He's suspicious. I mean, it is suspicious, but that solution seems a little too convenient. Why is this happening? Is it like the ice that's doing this? I don't know if y'all can see this or not, but like, there it goes. For whatever reason, the lid wasn't sitting flush with the thing, and it was bugging me because every time I would bring it up and bring it back, I would see it in my eye. Wait, there's still things in here to investigate? Hello, what? Do we need to talk to people again?
That's true. No.
Huh? I'm confused. Did I miss something on the body? I'm really confused. What have I missed? Talk to Maki
By
again?
the way,
I think there are still things to investigate here. What the fuck? Well, now I'm just confused.
ha! Fucking virgin!
What in the actual fuck? How am I missing this? I don't see it at all. Like, I've talked to everybody twice. Hello? What is this tiny little piece of shit that I'm missing? Oh, is it? Oh, wow. I didn't say on that one. I thought that it was going to give me the katana as part of investigating Kaede's body, but I guess not. A katana stabbed into Kaede's wax effigy.
Damn it!
Who did this? Why?
Got a minute?
Let me see that thing. Maki nudged me aside and then gripped the katana and pulled it out of the effigy.
Ah,
Wait, this is a crime syndicate.
What is it?
You wanted to check the katana, right? You can't do that if you don't pull it out.
because
It's true. We have to preserve the scene. Maki paid no mind to my protest and stared at the katana for a while.
Is this...
It's a real katana, but there's gold leaf on it.
okay.
Yeah, I believe it's the one that was on the display in the Ultimate Anthropologist lab. Is that so?
Okay.
You probably assume that this is the murder weapon, just judging from the blood stain on the tip. The edge is too rusty to cut well, but it'd be enough to stab.
But
Why would they go through the effort of using this as the murder weapon?
That's true.
Couldn't have gone to my lab and grabbed. They could have gone to my lab and grabbed a more pseudo weapon. Wait, did you not? I guess you didn't lock your
could
lab.
it be?
Perhaps it's because Kiyo's lab is on the same floor. They just grabbed something close by. They may have been in a hurry,
Well,
or maybe they needed a weapon long like this.
Huh?
okay.
Aw. My weapon doesn't contain. My lab doesn't contain swords or any other weapons of this like.
Huh?
That's a point. I think everything is like guns in there.
That's true.
I'm not sure how Monokuma found out, but he must know I don't use swords for work. When I first started working, I botched a mission using a katana. I haven't used a sword since, which is fine, because they're a hassle to carry anyways. I suppose everybody's lab is suited them personally, just like Angie's was. But how do they know all this? Anyway, the gold leaf on this katana flakes off easily. It's all over my hand now.
Okay.
Must be pretty old for the gold leaf to flake off that easily.
Got a minute?
Why didn't you say wait, how did I say that sentence? Oh, why didn't you say so earlier? My hands are all sticky now. I have to wash them later. Mikey scolded me and then stood in front of Kaede's effigy.
Hey,
I'm gonna put the katana back where we found it. If it's too hard to watch, look away.
Okay.
Thank you. I averted my gaze and Maki stabbed the katana back into the wax effigy.
by the way,
If it's so, why was the weapon stabbed into the wax effigy? A hanging wax effigy, no less. Is that part of the ritual? Or was the culprit trying to hide the murder weapon? Perhaps they had no intention of hiding it. They didn't even wipe off the blood. Besides, I'm certain there are better ways to hide the murder weapon than this.
what are you talking about?
Then, the hell they do it for?
That's
I have no idea.
Well,
We should investigate where this weapon came from. We might find a clue
Okay.
there. The Ultimate Anthropologist lab? Yeah, let's go and do that. I want to make sure the katana indeed came from that room. Thank you, my god.
got a minute?
Is this really time to rest? I don't think we found enough clues yet. We don't know how much time we have until left to investigate, so we need to hurry up.
you're right.
Right. First, we should investigate the Ultimate Anthropologist lab. We may find a clue related to the katana.
That's true.
We need to check if the katana really did come from that place. Is something wrong, Maki?
By the way,
It just occurred to me. Wait, why am I acting like your partner?
sure, whatever.
I mean, it's fine. Just don't get used to it. It's not like it's not as if I asked you, but it's fine by me. It's true that Maki is a tremendous help to me right now. Admittedly, before this, she's been very standoffish, but that's kind of expected for somebody who didn't want people to find out she was the ultimate assassin. Dude. Alright. Trying to make sure I keep an eye out for other stuff. I don't think there's going to be anything in the halls. They would almost basically stuff like, wait, that's not, oh, duh. It's not the thing that looks like a wall. That's not a door. It's not a door. If I remember correctly, the gold leaf katana is from... It's just the sheath. Earlier, the katana was inside the sheath.
Okay.
Maki, the gold leaf katana definitely came from here. I'm certain of it.
That's true.
Does that make Kyo suspicious? This is his research lab, after all.
No.
Not really. Anyone could have come in here and taken it.
That's true.
Fair enough. Anyone could have done the same with my lab, too. Well, we know where it came from. Oh, hi!
Oh?
What are you guys doing here?
You.
What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be helping with the seance? You look so disgusted right now. Then again, I guess that's your signature look.
Anyway.
I got to bring something we needed for the seance, so I came back to get it. What?
Yeah.
That white sheet over there. We brought the wooden dog statue in the cage already, but I guess we needed the sheep too.
What is it?
I don't get it. Huh. Why do you guys need a cage, a wooden dog statue, and a white sheet? Hey, don't ask me. I don't know why we need that stuff either.
So that means...
That's why I figured I'd do a little research on this seance before I got the sheet.
Huh?
What? Why would you just say the word study right there? Wouldn't that just be research? Okay, so let's see. Cookie started looking around. It was like an old handmade book. Oh, is this it?
Yeah.
Yep, it says Cage Dog Village right here on the cover, so this has to be it. Let's see. What does it say about the Cage Child Seance? He started looking through the old book he found. Was it this page? It's hard to read, but I can see the Cage Child is mentioned here.
Yeah.
Kyo's drawing the same magic circle as the one in the picture. Let's see. In order to perform the Caged Child, you need 5 people, including the spirit medium, and a dark place with no light.
If I remember correctly...
Just like he said, first draw the magic circle passed down from the Caged Dog Village on the ground. In the center of the circle, the spirit medium must kneel and curl like a turtle, and rest their forehead on a stone on the ground. Afterwards, the other 4 participants must put the iron cage over the spirit medium and cover it with a white sheet. And finally, the dog god must be placed on top of the cage.
I see.
Also, since we can't step on the magic circle during the preparations. Dog god? Oh, wait, do you mean the wooden dog statue?
Yeah.
When the preparations are complete, we turn out all the lights to create complete darkness. The seance will begin when the 4 participants are each standing at a corner of the room. 4 participants, not including the spirit medium, will sing the Caged Child song. After the song, ask, "Is the Caged Child?" and then say the name of the spirit. The spirit medium will reply in a voice of the summoned spirit. That's all it says. That's kind of a weird one. It sounds complicated.
But...
Complicated plans have a better chance of working out in the end, wouldn't you say? Whether it works or not, Kyo's been wanting to conduct this seance for a while. Basically, ever since we got up here as far as I can remember.
Right?
Oh, God. Turd. Super turd. Yeah, he said he memorized every word of it, too. That's probably why he left the book here, because he can conduct the seance without it.
But
Is it even possible? Contacting Angie's ghost? If you're so curious, why don't you join us, Shuichi?
Huh?
But
well,
you see how it plays out with your own eyes.
See?
There's still time, you know? The seance hasn't even started yet.
That's true.
Maybe it's better if you join them.
Huh?
Wait, really?
I don't understand.
I'm not going. I don't believe in seances. But whether you believe or not, as a detective, you should be there to observe what happens. As a detective, huh?
Okay.
I think you're right. Huh, now you're talking.
All right.
I'll be waiting for you. One of the three empty rooms, we're the one in the middle. Kokichi spoke as though he was inviting me to go play, then left the room. Anything else in these weird places? I guess the only other thing we have to do is talk to Maki and see what she says.
Hey,
You can deal with the seance. I'll head back to the crime scene to re-examine everything. Oh, please tell me my body is not going to be doing this shit all night long. Because I am going to be pissed if like all night my body's like, hey, go to sleep. Why don't you go to sleep, asshole? You could just do it. It's right there. Go get it. Alright, so they said they're in the middle room?
Hello.
So Kokichi says you wish to participate in the seance. Well, Shuichi, you're most welcome to join us.
Oh.
Is what I would like to say. However, only 5, including the spirit medium, may join.
Oh man.
What a shame. Well, Keyboy, you're out.
Me?
Why me? I agree with Kokichi. I was thinking this for a while.
listen up.
Robots and seances don't mix. They're like toothpaste and orange juice.
You see.
To be honest, I had the same thought. Your help was appreciated, Kibo.
Why you?
Don't you feel guilty for kicking me out after forcing me to come? That's why we're apologizing.
Do not mock me.
No one's apologized yet.
Oh man.
Fine. Our bad. Just don't get mad and start shooting electromagnetic waves at us.
How rude.
Why would I do that?
Stop it.
Stop whining, Kibo. I want to start the seance as soon as possible. Fine. But I won't forget this betrayal, Shuichi. Oh, okay, Kibo. What did I do? Why me?
So then.
So now Shuichi has joined us. First, some warnings.
Do you understand?
Do not enter the magic circle that I've drawn on the floor. It is drawn with purifying salt, so it's easily disturbed when stepped upon. You drew this. Wait, it's with salt?
That's correct.
I use the salt for magic circles. It makes seances more likely to succeed.
Well then.
It's also dark in here, so be sure to watch your step. If the magic circle is broken, not only will the seance fail,
Terrifying.
but it also may unleash a curse.
Okay.
Got it. I'll be careful. I'm surprised you were able to draw this without even looking at the picture.
Do not worry.
I have the entire document memorized. This magic circle should be perfect. Of course, I have the Caged Child song memorized. You must do the same.
Do you understand?
I have copied the words of the song down here. Please commit it to memory. Everyone else is already memorized. After all, you'll be unable to read in the dark.
Huh?
Wait, we have to memorize the lyrics now?
Oh.
You're a detective, so I expect your memory to be up to the task. Here's the melody. I listened to Kyo sing the song and did my best to memorize the melody and the lyrics.
Okay.
All right. I think I got it. Your memory is extraordinary. You are, indeed, the ultimate detective.
Well then.
Let's begin the ritual right away.
How exciting!
We finally get to see Angie.
So then.
Before that, let's choose the spiritual medium. It would work best with a girl. I'll do it. I can't think of anyone but me that Angie's spirit should go in.
No.
I'll do it. Because if you're the spirit medium, you won't be able to talk to Angie.
Yeah?
Huh?
That's right.
You want to talk to Angie, right? Then I'll be the spirit medium. That way you can say goodbye to her. And after you finish saying your goodbyes, keep your chin up and live facing forward. Survive with me and everyone else.
Please.
Tanko, that's surprisingly thoughtful of you.
By the way.
Also, Himiko, let me say this one thing. Expressing your feelings is perfectly natural. You shouldn't feel ashamed at all. So if you feel like crying while you're talking to Angie, go ahead and cry your eyes out. You'll feel better when you do. I mean, laughing makes you feel better too, right?
Damn it!
And venting your anger onto something can really cheer you up.
Yes.
Train your heart by crying, laughing, and venting your anger, Himiko. I think you've trained too much. You're probably right. Seems that the two of them made up. That's good.
So then.
Now that we've decided on the spirit medium, let's begin.
Yes.
All right, Himiko, I'll see you later. What in the fuck is about to happen?
Now, I would like the spirit medium Tenko to sit within the center circle. Please be sure to walk on the path so as not to disturb the magic circle.
Mm-hmm. Make sure you watch your steps since it's so dark in here.
Next, you must be as a turtle within that circle.
So, kneeling and then like crouched over your legs?
Please rest your forehead upon this stone marker I've placed here.
It's just a stone I brought from the courtyard. Are you sure it'll work?
Certainly. It is merely needed as a marker for her forehead to rest upon.
Like this?
This may be uncomfortable, but please endure it until the seance is complete.
I was just say, it's not the most uncomfortable thing. I mean, if she's been training in Aikido for a long time, she probably sits like that a lot.
Whatever you do, you mustn't raise your head or change positions.
Piece of cake. I have 5-star flexibility.
Oh boy.
So then,
Starting now, the rest of us must go to work. There are still many things left to be done.
let's see.
First, we must place this iron cage atop Tenko. She'll leave it to Shuichi and Kokichi. Please keep in mind, walk carefully so as not to disturb the magic circle.
Yeah.
You can count on me. I may not look like it, but I'm actually super duper strong. How big is this fucking cage?
I shouldn't have lied. I'm way too weak for this kind of stuff.
Damn.
It's made of iron. No wonder it's heavy.
Hold on! Don't just drop it on top of me!
You'll be fine.
I know. It wouldn't be very funny if a body discovery announcement happened during this.
Please don't jinx us!
I'm tired. So,
I shall take that role. All right. Everything is prepared. Tenko, how are you doing?
Well, I can only see the floor from this position, but I think I'm fine.
The final step is to place the wooden statue of the dog god atop the cage. The 4 of us may need to do this together. The statue is quite heavy.
Even with 4 people, it's still really heavy.
oh, holy crap, this weighs a ton!
No, it is not much more than 175 pounds.
I'm totally wiped.
I could have used my magic to carry it easily, but seances and magic don't mix.
Also, Himiko, I noticed you're stepping on the magic circle. Please don't.
Are you sure it's okay to put something so heavy on top of the cage?
The iron cage was made specifically for seances, so it can hold this weight.
Okay. I guess that's fine then.
Now, let us exit the magic circle. take care to avoid disturbing it. So then,
This is the point of no return, Tenko. After this point, you mustn't speak. The next time you open your mouth, it will be Angie speaking through you.
Got it.
Understood. I'm not going to say anything until the seance is over. Okay, everyone. See you guys after the seance.
well then,
The rest of us shall move to the corners of the room. Please go to one of your choosing. Didn't one of them have a hole in the corner? We just in a different corner.
now we darken the room. Kokichi and Shuichi are closest to the candles. Please blow out the candles. You should be able to follow the walls in the dark.
So go back to the corner of the room after it's dark. Okay, got it.
You needn't move, Himiko. There are many gaps in the floor near you.
Yeah, got it.
Once the room is dark, I will begin the song. Please sing along with me. Then, I will call out to Angie. Until she replies, there must be silence.
After the seance is done, Shuichi and I are supposed to light the candles again, right?
Correct. I brought matches from the warehouse, so please use those.
Okie dokie, then I'll blow out the candle now.
Huh. I walked up to the closest candle and blew the flame out. The room instantly fell into complete darkness. Pitch black darkness. So dark I couldn't even see my own body. Overcoming my instinctual fear of the dark, I moved along the wall back to my corner, and then began the singing.
At last, at long last.
I wasn't let him sing. Oh, I have to advance. Kichi led us all on the Caged Child song.
Young guard dog and little lost girl, sealed within an iron cage.
This was probably a lot nicer of a seance, like, songy tune thing in Japanese.
At mountains bottom within the darkness.
I can't help but laugh because everybody's singing off of each other, so it's just
How many will there be by dawn? Will there be two or just one?
I think they've all got it now. That last verse was actually much better. What the fuck?
Will the guard dog run far away, or did it eat the little girl? At last, at long last.
The fuck is even happening? Reach out and touch Wraith? Conduct the seance. Alright. We finished the song, but I thought I heard an odd sound in the middle of it. What the hell was that?
Say,
Is the caged child Angie Yonaga? He began calling. Now, if the medium answers,
say,
is the caged child Angie Yonaga? What's going on?
say.
Is the caged child Angie Yonaga?
What's the matter?
Why won't Angie... What's wrong? Why won't Angie answer?
Hold on.
Himiko, I was very clear that you were not to speak, yes? But something's weird. Why won't she answer? Maybe it failed?
Let's see.
Let's light the candles briefly.
Huh?
What? Is that okay?
Well,
Just for now. Confused, I walked along the wall back to the candle. I managed to strike a match and light the candle once again. I heard a... It sounded like something fucking fell. What's going on? Did it really fail?
That cannot be.
That shouldn't be the case. The seance was perfect.
What?
Is Angie not coming? Is that still Tenko in there? Tenko?
I see, yes.
I told her that she mustn't speak until the spirit enters her. She follows orders well. But how about we let her out for now?
Hold on.
Wait. Dark arts such as this need to be started and completed the same way. Those who removed objects from the magic circle must be the same who brought them in. If not, the spirit may stay in the medium's body.
Man.
See, now this was a failure. I don't think any spirit is sticking around, but whatever. Alright, so we work together to remove the shit and pull it back. Ah! What? Just like setting up, Kyo instructed us on how to clean everything up. We were careful to remove everything as Kyo directed. I will now remove the sheet. Kyo pinched the fabric gently and pulled it aside.
Oh. Perhaps.
What? Something's amiss. Himiko ran towards the cage at a sprint. Himiko, I told you not to step on the... She wasn't listening. She jumped out of the cage and... Fueled by desperation, Himiko grabbed the cage and lifted it up and... What the fuck? What the hell just happened?
Really?
Who would have thought there'd be another victim during the investigation? Maybe Mono Fanny's green puke was predicting this tragedy. The puke's normal color now. I guess it was predicting this.
For now.
Everyone, please assemble in the seance room. What the fuck? The second body discovery announcement played. It didn't take long for everyone to come running.
What?
Tenko? Seriously? What is this? How did this happen?
How'd this happen?
Tenko. Gonta, so sorry. Gonta no could protect you.
Got a minute?
Shuichi explained the situation. I thought you were conducting the seance. What happened?
Well,
I
that's...
don't know. What's happening? So, like...
What on earth?
I'm surprised, too. I never thought a murder would happen during an investigation. I guess for now, you should maybe start the investigation right away?
Say.
Before that, I would like to confirm something. The culprit who killed Angie may be different from the culprit who killed Tenko. Maybe a different culprit from the one who killed Tenko, yes?
Huh? If so...
What happens in the event there are two murders by two people? What if there are two blackened? Will we need to find both at the class trial?
That's right.
I thought you mentioned it. That's a good point. What happens in that scenario?
Yeah?
What happened? Monotam, what would happen? What would happen?
Not that!
Why do you look lost, Monodam? I thought you were gonna run things to the daddy. I never expected something like this to happen. I don't know what to do. Really? I don't know. Oh man, they're all disorganized. If you can't decide the class trial is rejected, then we won't know what to investigate.
Father!
Father always knows what to do. We should ask him for help.
No way!
You already forgotten? Daddy's in no condition to help us. It's all our fault that Daddy ended up like that.
Yeah?
It's all your fault, Mono Fanny?
Daddy!
Daddy, help! We don't know what to do on our own.
Ah!
We gotta use the power of love. That'll snap him back to normal. That won't work. Father is just an empty shell now.
That's right!
It's not true. It's not true. Anything is possible with the power of love. You'll never understand because you've never been in love before, Monodam.
Daddy!
Daddy, I love you. Please go back to normal.
Father!
I want to see you, Father. I love you with all my heart. Aw, you're making me blush. Motherfucker.
Here I am!
I'm back. Were you good while I was away? So what the fuck is that thing?
Thank you so much, my adorable, darling cubs!
Wait. What? Huh?
With you running the academy, I was able to fully enjoy my relaxing vacation. Oh, that tickles! Father's intense love is getting me all soaked.
Daddy, your tongue feels amazing! This better not awaken anything in me.
What the fuck?
No.
Man, that vacation was just what I needed. It's important to take time off to relax.
Tell you the truth.
Normally, most companies wouldn't even let you take time off to go on a vacation. But I was able to do it. The secret is just to leave whether you've got permission or not. Wait. What? Wait. Who's this Baldy then?
Yeah?
Oh, that's just a part-timer I got to cover me while I was gone.
Hey!
Here's your pay, like we agreed. Now take it and get out of here.
Why?
I thought you were supposed to be relaxed. Now that that nuisance is out of the way, what were you guys talking about again?
Yeah?
Oh, that's right. What happens to your votes if there are two blackened candidates?
I'll answer that.
Well, I have an answer for that. It's first come, first served.
Huh?
Wait, what does that mean?
Hey,
The blackened who killed the first victim will be discovered will be your target.
in other words,
If the blackened who killed Angie isn't the same one who killed Tenko, then only Angie's killer will be considered the blackened. Excuse me, what? Basically, Tenko's killer wasted a kill, and Tenko herself is a waste of a victim.
now then.
Oh, we'll add this to the school regulations. You can review it later.
Go ahead.
I also updated the Monokuma file. Do your best to investigate this murder too. Monokuma 3 has been updated in the Truth Bullets section.
Father!
Boy, everything is going so smoothly now that Father's running things again. Leaders gotta be able to take decisive action. Indecision is just the worst.
Daddy!
You're glowing. Glowing like a lamp. There's nothing better than being praised by my cute cubs. Nothing better than spending time with my cute cubs. For as long as you live, I will never let any of you go. He just left us behind while saying they never let us go?
How nice!
That's why he's so amazing. Please lick me some more, Daddy. Okay, out of context. Just, wow, all right.
So long. Farewell.
Monodam. So to make all sense of all that,
Listen closely.
if both murders have different culprits, then our vote will determine Angie's killer.
Nope.
But we don't even know if there's a difference in the culprit, do we?
Let's see.
True, we should investigate Tenko's death as well, just in case.
How exciting!
Finally, things are heating up. I'm so excited.
Piece of shit.
You fucking psycho.
Shuichi!
This is bad.
Huh?
This is unquestionably bad. I can't believe Tenko was killed. The hell was that? Huh. Roommates experimenting with stuff. Everyone's upset and confused, and I'm in no shape to help right now.
But you know,
This is where you need to step up.
listen up.
Listen, Suichi. The impossible is possible. All you gotta do is make it so.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's check the Monokuma file first. The victim is Tenko Chibashira, the ultimate Aikido master. The body was found in the middle of the 4th floor. In the middle room... The body was found in the middle empty room on the 4th floor. The time of death is approximately 11 a.m. The only visible injury is a stab wound on the back of the neck. Oh, okay. Stab wound on the neck? That's the same cause of death as Angie. This is like a coincidence. Maybe it's Angie's curse. Her curse?
Jeez.
God damn it, not again. Curse!
Hey!
What? Curse? Kaido, calm down. No way there's a curse. Don't screw around.
You're the one who's screwing around.
She's gonna punch you in the dick.
Do you want to die?
Dull sound reverberated throughout the room. Oh, okay. She just like, okay.
Are you okay? My bad.
I'm starting to feel bad, but for a different reason. I'm gonna go get some fresh air, so I'll leave this to you and Maki roll. Kaito left the room still a bit wobbly. Should we resume the investigation? Time is of the essence.
That's correct.
We haven't had time to mourn Tenko's death, as our lives are at risk as well.
This is...
That's true, but Angie and then Tenko? The third guy was earlier. I was suspicious of Tenko. I'm sorry, Tenko.
How can this be?
It all going to a fault. Going to fail to protect friends again. Tenko's death caught us all off guard. Everyone's panicking. I have to keep it together. I have to work harder because I'm a detective. What the fuck?
Well,
Like, Danganronpa, please. It's too dark in here. We can't investigate even if we wanted
Got
to.
it.
Got to bring candles from other room to make room brighter, okay?
No.
That won't be necessary.
Ah,
Yeah, that's not necessary at all. What? Why?
listen up!
Show him, Kibo. Show him your new power. New power?
His eyes lit up. I, Miu Iruma, the gorgeous girl genius, have installed a new function in Kibo.
Just leave it to me. I will become the guiding light that shines on you all.
Shine on, shine on! Shine on, you crazy fucking diamond!
I fucking see that reference. I see that reference.
Oh, man.
What a lame function. Should have made him like a transformer or something.
It's okay.
It's bright now, so we should hurry and investigate.
Okay.
You're right. Kibo's flashlight function has been added to the truth bullet section. Alright. So the first thing that I'm instantly suspicious of is this fucking dog statue. It's a wooden dog statue using the sands. I think it's called the Dog God? During the seance, this wood statue was on top of the cage. It took the 4 of us to remove it. The wood statue's pretty heavy.
If I remember correctly.
Kyo said it's about 175 pounds. That's about the weight of 2 girls.
What?
What do you know about girls? Have you ever even touched a woman besides your mother? What?
I'm kidding.
What the hell?
Is this...
If this thing was on top of the cage, then Tenko wouldn't have been able to get out easily.
Okay.
You're right about that. That didn't sound like you were kidding earlier. Let's do some quick math. Right? 128, 63. 115. 86. 97. About the weight of 2 Makis. About the weight of like 2 1/3 Tenkos. About 1.5 Kurumis. Same thing, about 1.5 Tenkos. about 1.5 Tsumugis, about 2 Angies, about 1.5 Emus, and about 1.5 Coyotes. All right, math. I want to see something first. The white sheet we used it's the white sheet we used for the seance.
Is this?
Cloth is pretty thick. It's similar to a window curtain, but it's completely opaque. And on the back, look, there's a blood stain right around the middle of the sheet.
But
There's no hole in the fabric, which means Tenko wasn't stabbed with the cloth. Okay, that solves that problem.
Okay.
She was stabbed while underneath the cloth? Alright. But what does the ruined magic circle even give me? It's the magic circle key you drew on the floor. Oh, at least it was.
dear.
It's been completely stopped. I suppose it was unavoidable.
Well,
Was this drawn with salt?
Yes.
Whenever I perform a seance, I always use salt.
what?
Are you feeling alright? You sound ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
I have performed many successful seances. Well, I've even had Sirius enter my butt.
Right already.
Shut up. I don't want to hear about your stupid delusions. Mikey really doesn't beat around the bush. It's actually kind of refreshing.
But
In any case, with all these footprints, I can't make out the circle's origin.
So what?
We'll find out in Kyo's lab. It should be written in the Caged Dog Village document.
Hey,
Isn't that right, Kyo? He seems depressed. Suppose that makes sense. Wait. The cage isn't a thing? Alright. So the first thing that I'm immediately looking at is, what the fuck is with this floorboard thing? The floorboard's loose. It's the one right under Tenko.
why?
Why is it loose?
if I remember
It
correctly,
wasn't like this before. It must have come loose during the seance.
Why?
Why would it come loose during the seance?
but
This floorboard is... A floorboard this thick and heavy wouldn't have come loose so easily. Someone must have loosened it on purpose. The rock next to Tenko's body. That's gotta be the marker thing, right? Tenko had her rock on had her forehead on this rock, hunched over. She had to make herself small to fit inside the cage. Tenko's dead body. She took her last breath crouched over like this. According to the Monokuma file, her only injury is a stab wound to her neck. This wound was fatal. This must have caused instant death. I didn't even hear a scream during the seance. Wait. Wait, did it happen when we were singing? Would Tenko really keep her mouth shut despite the pain? Her death might not have been instant, but she couldn't have gone far before she bled out.
huh?
What do you mean?
What's the point?
You were concerned about that, right?
Okay.
With a wound this deep, the victim is too shocked to do anything except die. You're speaking from experience?
That's obvious.
Of course. Quick deaths are my speciality. Well, okay, I guess that makes sense.
By the way,
Your question is, what was she killed with? I don't see a murder weapon around. You're right. I don't see an obvious murder weapon. That could be a clue. This is the cage used in the seance.
this?
It's gonna be about 3 feet high, about 5 feet wide. It's a pretty large iron cage.
Okay.
Big enough for a person to fit inside. During the seance, Kokichi and I covered Tenko with the cage. We were supposed to remove it as well. But Himiko rushed in and removed the cage first.
Hey,
Look at this.
is this?
The blood stain on the bottom of the cage. Probably Tenko's blood, yeah?
That's true.
I imagine so. This splatter must have been when she was killed.
What do you mean?
Which means Tenko was killed inside the cage?
Okay.
You're right. Tenko went under the cage before the seance. And she was still talking at that point. But when the cage was lifted after the seance, she was already dead.
Then
She was stabbed right when the cage was lifted. That would explain this bloodstain, right?
Huh?
Perhaps she wasn't killed during the seance, but the exact moment the cage was lifted. It's a possibility. Iron cage has been added. There's a small opening in the corner of the room. It doesn't look big enough for a person to get through, but still.
is this?
Oh, there's space under here too. Hold on. I can see something down below. It looks like something was dropped down there.
Got a minute?
After we check everywhere else, why don't we go into the floor and see for ourselves? Is there anything else here? We've checked the floorboard, Tenko's body, the rock, the stone, the iron cage. I don't think there's anything else here. But we do want to talk to everybody. Candles hung on the wall. They're the only source of light in the room, besides Kibo over there. There's no windows in this room, so without the candles, it was pitch black. But how did the culprit kill Tenko in complete darkness? Said things that made Tenko look suspicious, and how this. I'm sorry, Tenko.
Stop it.
Cry later. Huh?
Because
Crying won't bring Tenko back, and if we don't investigate thoroughly, we'll die too.
Okay.
I need to find the truth and pin down the culprit for Tenko and for all of us.
I guess.
You're right. Tenko would have wanted us to figure out, so she'd have no regrets. That would be the best way to apologize. I guess we're working left to right, just talking to people. These floorboards seem a little unstable to you. They're tough to walk on. The floorboards aren't nailed down. They're just lying on top of the cross pieces. That's what Gonta told me. That's probably why the reason they're a little unstable. They've been laid on top. That's why they're unstable. Well, the boards are fairly thick and sturdy. I can't imagine they'd come loose easily.
Is this?
But if someone wanted to remove a floorboard, they could do it easily, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey!
Himiko! Hey, Himiko! Hey! Be strong, Himiko! Gonta, if you shake Himiko that much, she's gonna break.
What?
But she's not talking. It's like Himiko not even here.
Like I thought.
She must have been really shocked over Tenko. Let's leave her be for now. I actually wasn't exactly sure who I zeroed in on right there. First Angie, then Tenko?
How can this be?
Gonta's so ashamed. Why Gonta could no protect friends? It's because y'all motherfuckers decided to be on the goddamn student council and listen to Angie.
Leave it to me.
That's what caused this problem. I will become the guiding light that shines on you all. Hey, Kyo, what the fuck even happened with this?
Cannot be.
I did this.
I knew it.
Kyo, I know the murder was pretty shocking.
But of course.
Of course, I'm shocked about that as well, but why did the seance fail? We performed all the steps flawlessly. I seem to be more concerned by that than the murder.
Ah, yes.
Oh, if we perform the caged child again, summon Tenko's spirit this time.
Stupid.
Cut the crap. Just tell me what happened during the seance. Both you and Shuichi were present, right? Did she get killed during the seance?
I see, yes.
True, it may be best to move past what happened and to know why the seance failed.
That's so.
Whatever, just hurry up. At the time, in order to begin the seance, we had Tenko, the spiritual medium, position herself like as a turtle within the magic circle, so her head touched the marker stone. Then Shuichi and Kokichi placed the cage over Tenko. And after that, I placed a white cloth over the cage. Then all four of us placed the wooden statue on the dog god on top of the cage. Afterwards, we stood in the four corners of the room. Kokichi, Shuichi blew out the candles. we sang the cage child song. The seance should have been complete, but now that you mentioned, I remember hearing a strange sound during the song. Here, thunk. Some mysterious to me as well. I thought someone may have tripped, perhaps. It's pretty loud for someone tripping. Perhaps Kyo knows something. Well, then what happened?
Yes.
I called out to her, but no reply came. I had Shuichi and Kokichi relight the candles. As we removed the items from within the magic circle in opposite order, first the four of us removed the god dog statue, then I took off the white cloth, and then Himiko ran it over the cage, but the moment she lifted it, it sounds like Tenko was definitely killed during the seance.
No.
But it would be difficult in such darkness. Or would it not be difficult in such darkness? Besides, she was inside a cage, yes? When was she killed?
Well,
That is a problem.
I see, yes.
There's another problem. And that is, why ever did the seance fail? I simply cannot figure it out.
Perhaps.
Maybe someone moved from their corner. Did someone else sneak in here?
What's the point?
Obviously, since the seance was clearly a sham. Maki was never one to pull her punches.
Hey!
Maki, we finished investigating up here. Perhaps we should check under the floor?
By the way,
It's pretty dark down there. What should we use as a light?
That's true.
Let's bring a candle. With Kibo's light from up here, that should be fine.
okay.
We'll get a candle. Remove the floorboards so we can go.
Okay.
Pulled off some of the floorboards near the hole that took a candle from Maki. Then we carefully made our way through the hole and under the floor. How fucking big is this area? It's a lot more spacious than I thought. You could move pretty easily on all fours.
Okay.
Let's look around for clues. It'd look pretty stupid if we found no clues after crawling around this dusty place.
Okay.
Alright, well that whole Hello! There's a sickle here. And there's blood all over it.
Okay.
The blood in the sickle's fresh. This is it. This is the murder weapon.
Is this...
This came from my research lab.
Huh?
Wait, it did?
well...
A sickle can be used to assassinate a target. It can be thrown without losing any lethality. You can hide it under your clothes, too.
Well,
Only wait, if she was attacked with this, she wouldn't stand a chance. The blade's about 6 inches.
That's right.
It says Tenko was in the cage. She wouldn't have been able to defend herself.
but
even if this is our murder weapon, how did the culprit attack Tenko in the cage? The blade could fit through the gaps in the cage, but could it reach her neck?
That's true.
The cage is 3 feet high. If you were to stab it with a 6-inch blade, I guess it would depend on Tenko's posture, but I don't think it's impossible. Then her posture is in question.
Hey,
If the weapon's down here, the culprit must have thrown it away, right?
that's true.
Perhaps after killing Tenko, the culprit threw the sickle under the floor in the dark. Or they could have been under the floor the entire time. Either of those is possible. Has my phone been on the entire time? I would not have noticed that. The cross piece has been cut. Part of the cross piece that supports the floorboard is being cut.
that's true.
It's near the loose floorboard, and the portion is missing about the same width. From what I can see of it,
That's true.
it wasn't broken off naturally. It was cut by someone. There should be saws in the warehouse, so they could have used that. The question is why? Oh God, I understand how it was done. But that means we have a really small set of people who could have done it. Huh. I think I understand how it was done.
Then...
What purpose did this serve? The floorboard underneath Tenko's body is loose. and the crosspiece supporting it has been cut. The culprit in all of this, then why? I definitely understand how this was done, and it's actually starting to make somebody look really goddamn suspicious. Blood dripping from the gaps in the floorboard. Fresh blood. This is definitely Tenko's. Some of the wood is corroded and is broken off, so you can see into the next room.
Hey.
Is this the wall of the empty room? Right? This is the wall of the empty room, right? It looks like there's wood along the wall. This part has rotted away. It looks like natural rot. This hole wasn't made intentionally. But I can get into the next room through here.
That's true.
If I remember correctly, the room next door is also empty, right? Then the culprit could have gone from room to room by moving under here instead of using the hallway.
No.
True, but it would have been difficult moving around under the floor. We did alright because we had a light, but without that it'd be pitch black. That might make it impossible to move around here.
Nope.
Then they could have used a light, like we're doing right now.
Well.
Yeah. They use a light to move around under the floor? Is that even possible? I think we're good. So what have I missed in this area to investigate? There's a second? Oh, that's different. There's a bloodstain on the ground underneath the loose floorboard. That's pretty far from where Tenko's blood is dripping down. It's under the same floorboard, just different ends. Why is there blood here?
Hey.
Hey, the back of this floorboard has blood on it too.
Ah,
You're right. There's a little bit of blood on the underside of this floorboard.
What do you mean?
Did Tenko's blood splatter here when she got killed?
that's true.
Wonder. I can't be sure yet.
Okay.
But if these blood stains here are completely dry, there must be some reason these particular stains are dry. Huh.
Is that all right?
Maki, do you want to head back up? Glad you asked. I was starting to get fed up with all this dust. After Maki and I crawled out from under the floor, we put the floorboards back and returned to our investigation.
By the way,
Only been investigating this room. Are you sure that's wise?
Huh?
Huh?
because
If Angie and Tenko have different killers, then the blackened we need to vote for
You're right.
is the culprit of the first murder, the culprit who murdered Angie. That's what Monokuma said.
then
So instead of investigating Tenko's death, shouldn't we be investigating Angie's?
Okay.
Of course.
But
But this is bigger than the killing game. For the sake of the two who died, I need to reveal the truth of both their deaths. I understand why you feel that way. But if you plan on investigating the crime scene, we should probably hurry. We didn't get Miss Sunshine over here's opinion on stuff. The investigation is over and shut. And it's all thanks to me for giving Kibo his new function. I hit the button I didn't mean to. Now then, Kunt Fu's killer is obviously... Wow, this girl. One of you stupid assholes who signed up to do this bullshit seance in the first place.
no.
Not necessarily.
huh?
Seriously? The seance was clearly set up to lure her in and kill her. How could someone who wasn't in the room kill her?
Could it be?
So, you believe Tenko was killed during the seance?
Fucking moron!
There's no other possibility, shit for brains. God, you don't even know that? It's true, Tenko was alive before the seance began. This is the point of no return, Tenko. After this point, you mustn't speak. The next time you open your mouth, it will be Angie speaking through you. Understood. I will not say a word. Tenko answered Kyo, so at that point, she was most certainly alive. But the candles, when the candles were relit, she'd already been killed. That means she was killed in the dark. I'm positive. But what time exactly was Tenko killed? After the candles were blown out? That might be an important point in this case. Alright, I want to go look at the other two rooms. When I came into the hallway, a scene more surprising than I could ever imagine unfolded. What?
It's a lie!
You dirty motherfucker. Did I surprise you? Were you gonna scream and cry in terror?
Huh?
What are you doing?
Oh?
I'm sorry. I'm just a little lightheaded from the blood loss. Yeah, this is real blood.
Why?
So, what are you doing? I got curious about something, so I decided to search the empty room next door. And suddenly, I stepped through the floorboards.
Huh?
Wait, you stepped through them?
That's so mean.
Jeez, that got me good. Because of this, I tripped pretty hard and fell.
Got a minute?
If you're going to lose consciousness, do so after you tell us everything. Oh, sorry. My bad. I guess there was no crosspiece supporting this floorboard, so I kind of stepped through it. What bad luck. The crosspiece was gone. Does that mean... Wait, that's all we get?
Huh?
Confidence. Dreams. That's what the Killing Game is all about. Killing Game fans, hold your head high and watch with your own two eyes. Baseball, soccer, mobile games. They're all nothing compared to the Killing Game.
Excuse me.
The Killing Game just can't be beat. Behold, students, the entrance to the trial grounds.
What? I guess time's up. Oh man, it's because of you guys. I didn't have enough time to check something. What were you trying to check?
See?
I wanted to research the seance again, so I brought the document with me. But unfortunately, couldn't find anything that could be used as a clue. Kyoso was perfectly reenacted the seance as what was written in the document. He drew the magic circle exactly the way it was in this picture. Not only that, he used the exact same tools, too. I'm suspicious about the whole damn thing. I want to check the finer details, but I'll tell you about that later. At the class trials, just see you there. Kokichi left, the blood loss clearly affecting his footing a bit. Bloody Kokichi has been added to a truth, but how the fuck are we gonna use that? Let's go to.
That's true.
Yeah. Okay. Is Maki nervous? I see. So even she gets nervous sometimes.
You wanna die?
What are you staring at? Because I have a really big suspicion about what's in the other fucking rooms. Like... I have a really, really big suspicion about what's going on here. Like a really big suspicion. And there's actually like 2 or 3 people that are all suspicious. Like nobody in my eyes is safe right now. And that's not good. I had actually had I actually was tempted to like save the trial for tomorrow or for the next cast, but I don't think I'm gonna get the chance to do that. I actually do need to do one other thing if I still have. God damn it.
Oh dear.
I want to check that. All right, hang on. Actually, I can wait. I can check it without doing that. I can check it without doing that pretty easily, because I have my phone. What you just heard was me trying to click on Skype and Skype freaking out. Let's see. Alright, it looks like we're still gonna have our Pathfinder session tomorrow, which is fine, because that just means I get an extra... I won't get the chance to do a Saturday cast. Huh. So my roommate has been experimenting with trying to make tandoori sauce in the apartment, and I brought this. It's all started because I let him try a bit of like this tandoori chicken Alfredo from this place that's close to where I work, and he tried it and he's like, well, I think I understand what the fuck they did, but I think ours is gonna be a lot better, and we're going from there. Here we've all gathered, but it seems there are less and less of us.
Oh.
Less friends mean it much harder to solve mystery.
Don't worry.
You healed up really nicely. I'm sure you've gotten a little smarter by now, Gonta. Yeah, Gonta do his best to help. Well, if I'd want you to graduate from the super idiot level to at least Kaito idiot level.
What?
Hey! What's that supposed to mean?
Are you okay?
Importantly, are you okay, Kaito?
Ah.
I'm feeling better now, but wow, Maki roll does sure pack a punch.
I don't know.
It's your fault. You don't need to worry about our dwindling numbers. Only dipshits have died so far.
That being said,
I know it's a tall order, but try to use your brains this time so I don't have to use mine.
Booyah!
These golden brain cells of mine are a gift to the entire world.
Acceptable.
It's as though every time you open your mouth, you become less likable.
rest in peace.
Atua, please lend us your power.
But
It may be difficult for us to rely on Atua, considering what happened to Angie, whom Atua loved most of all.
Well, you know.
She shouldn't have relied on in Atua on the first place. But seriously, it's kind of funny seeing a robot believe in a god, especially Atua.
I also...
So what? Robots can believe in God.
Indeed.
Actually, before I met Angie, I had a similar experience. Hearing voices, I mean. It might be what you call an inner voice. It tells me tells me what to do whenever I'm in trouble.
Got a minute?
How long are you going to say that for? Atua and ghosts don't matter right now.
Jeez.
Yeah, this trial's gonna be rough. We got caught in Monokuma's trap.
That's
His
right.
trap? He probably made the fourth floor so scary on purpose to prevent me from investigating.
All right already.
No, he didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no way.
Hey, so
Shuichi, say something.
Huh?
What? What do you want me to say? Alright, let's talk to people. Why did the seance fail? I'll never figure out why. I see, he's more interested in that than the case. What?
damn.
This trial's gonna be rough, because I couldn't do any investigating. Yep, you're right, buddy. I respected Angie and Tenko so much since the moment we met.
Shut up!
Nothing's gonna be solved by crying about it.
Right already.
Besides, that was a lie, wasn't it?
It's a lie.
Yep, you guys have me figured out already, so there's no point in keeping the act up. Kokichi. Kokichi never changes. No matter what situation he's in.
Listen up!
Alright, we didn't have to get that. What about you?
Please wait.
It's true, though I do not know if it could be attributed to God, per se. I can hear an inner voice guiding me when I don't know what to do. I can't explain why, but I believe the voice will lead me to hope as long as I listen to it.
On your knees!
Shut up! What the fuck is a robot talking about God anyway? It's unseemly.
You're so dumb.
That inner voice is probably just like a radio or something. Like in taxis or stuff.
That is not funny.
It was unwise of me to confide in all of you. Holy crap. Going to do his best to help. That wasn't actually the person I wanted to talk to, but I guess we'll end on Himiko. So in the end, the culprit really... No, it's nothing. We could talk about it once the trial starts.
Okay.
The two and ghosts don't matter right now. The culprit is among us. Alright, let's go in. I'm gonna try to be really good about cutting off at a hard point. I really don't want to, like, if we get to the halfway point of the trial and I haven't done it yet, and we aren't done, I may cut it off right there, as much as I don't want to. Because, like, I have about 2.5 hours before I'm done. If I can get through the trial in 2.5 hours, I'll be good, but we'll see. As usual, we walk towards the elevator in silence. As soon as we remaining survivors stepped on board. We descended. Perhaps there were fewer of us, or the elevator seemed to move faster. And so we fell faster and faster, downward into the black. The elevator stopped, and just like always, the doors parted slowly. The light that shines on us from the other side, the bright light of our future. Or is it?
Uh-oh.
Boy, they look really depressed. Must be because there's even less participants now. Don't say they look depressed. You'll make Mono damn sad. As much as I'd love to keep hearing this adorable back and forth. Let's hurry up and get this started. At last, the class trial will begin. I hope you enjoy to your heart's content. The third class trial was about to begin. Angie Yonaga, the ultimate artist. She created the Ultimate Academy Student Council to try to prevent this killing game. Then Tenko Chibashira, the ultimate Aikido master. She hated men, but I knew she hated this terrible killing game even more. The two who were killed were both trying to stop the killing. And who was the one that killed them? Was it one person? 2 different people? We need to pin that down in this class trial. In order to live, we have to find the truth. And I will fight for it. I will fight for the truth and lies in this class trial. Yes, I would love to save. Thank you. Thank you, game. You always know when to just ask me to save. It's great. I still wanted to save. All right. Class trial time. All right. I don't have a lot of crystals. Oh. I should buy that. Oh, I have it. Never mind. Power of Life and Death seems like it could be pretty good. You know what? That's what we're going for. And then I'm going to save the rest of my points. Alright, things are already really weird, and I don't even know what the hell's about to happen. Because this is another scenario Danganronpa has thrown us fucking off with.
Let's begin with the basic explanation of the class trial. During the trial, you'll present your arguments for who the culprit is, and vote for who done it. Vote correctly, and only the blackened will be punished. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will graduate from this academy. Also, refusing to vote will result in your death, so you better vote for someone. Now, smiles, everyone! It's showtime! Let's get this crazy awesome trial underway!
Sorry, everyone. I don't think I'm gonna be much help this time.
You were like out cold the entire investigation.
Because of Monokuma's disruptions, I couldn't do a thorough investigation.
Yeah, the disruptions, that was definitely the reason.
I can tell Monokuma is overcompensating to hide his self-consciousness.
Next time, spend less time fixing your hair and more time investigating, spaceman!
That hair must take a really long time, actually. Monokuma has a point.
Shut up! I don't need to hear some comedy act from you two weirdos.
Who did it? Who killed Angie and Tenko?
Do not let your emotions hasten your judgment. There may be two killers.
So, our other culprit might not be one of us here.
What the hell's with that pose?
Hmm? What do you mean?
The transfer student.
The fuck is she?
Maybe our resurrected transfer student dragged Angie and Tenko into the grave.
Stop it! Stop making stuff up!
Say something, Shuichi. It'll be a mess if this keeps going on.
Wow. Okay, look at Angie's window up there. It's fucking got like a halo and angel wings for her crossing out of her picture. Is it even possible for a revived corpse to be the culprit? Well, in the interest of being thorough, I should clear things up here. Alright, gotta roll up a little higher.
This crime was committed by the recently deceased. They came back to life and killed 2 of our classmates.
No! So, ritual did work?
Who was resurrected, I wonder?
Angie did say she was gonna bring Rantaro back. Yes, Rantaro was resurrected. The culprit is the late Rantaro Amami!
Please, stop it!
I like how it's like, Shuichi, say something, goddammit.
This crime was committed by the recently deceased.
Alright. I know what we're aiming for. Mainly because there's like only one possibility.
No! So,
That was not the... I might just let it go through.
Who was resurrected, I wonder?
Angie did say she was gonna bring Rantaro
That
back.
wasn't what I wanted to do.
Yes, Rantaro was resurrected. The culprit is the late Rantaro.
Because it says that... she can't have completed the ritual yet.
please, stop it!
This crime life and killed 2 of our classmates.
No! So, ritual did work?
Oh, I didn't get a V counter on that one. Damn it. I didn't think that last one was going to come up. I thought I'd gotten them all. Well, damn.
I don't think Angie's ritual succeeded. According to the Necronomicon Monokuma showed us, you have to burn the Necronomicon in the ritual.
After preparing the effigy, burn this Necronomicon to ashes. Be cautious. Use caution. Be mindful of carbon monoxide poisoning. Sprinkle the ashes on the effigy and repeat the name of the deceased 3 times.
If Angie's ritual had succeeded, the book would have been gone.
So she must have been killed before the ritual was complete, since the book was still intact.
Then, going to think Rantaro probably not culprit.
Oh, I guess you're right.
Well, she snapped out of that pretty fast.
Well, duh. There's no way a dead person could resurrect.
Now hold on a second. I can't let that comment stand.
Huh?
Sure, everybody knows that you can't bring the dead back to life.
Are you saying what if he wasn't actually dead?
But it's easy at the Ultimate Academy, as long as you use the Necronomicon.
What are you talking about? There's no way that's possible.
But it's true. I never lie about motives.
Daddy said so he can't be wrong. Raising the dead is totally possible.
Man, I can't believe you guys wasted such a perfectly good motive. You should have let me use it to bring Monodum back to life.
Is he even here?
Monodum is still alive, though.
I'm just kidding. I wouldn't waste a resurrection on Monodum's corpse.
Oh? So resurrecting the dead was actually possible this whole time?
What's with the ghost pose from her?
There's no way it's possible.
There's no way that could happen, idiots. Monokuma is trying to confuse us. Let's hurry up and find out who the Blackened is.
If our transfer student isn't the culprit, then blame falls to one of us.
Who? Who did it?
Step aside, Half Pint. I'll handle this.
Oh no.
I don't know about Tenko, but I'm pretty fucking sure Kyo murdered Angie.
Why?
Don't play dumb with me, creep show. I already know what happened.
All right, what happened? Please educate us, Mew. Tell us what happened. Probably the
culprit used a
katana
to kill Angie. And it was found in Kyo's research lab. Which makes you, Kyo, automatically suspicious.
But anyone could have taken.
All right. So what was this?
Taking that katana, you see?
So that rusty katana was the murder weapon. You were the only one who cared about that thing, Kyo.
I did not care about some katana.
Just admit it, you shit-eating worm. You went to the classroom, broke in, and murdered the fuck out of Angie! Oh yeah! I'm a fucking genius!
Well, the lock wasn't broken.
The culprit used a katana to kill Angie. And it was found in Kyo's research lab. Which makes you, Kyo, automatically suspicious.
But anyone could have taken that katana, you see?
So that rusty katana was the murder weapon. You were the only one who cared about that thing, Kyo.
I did not care about some katana.
Just admit it, you shit-eating worm. You went to the classroom, broke in.
Damn it!
Wait, what did she just say? I'm
Culprit
confused.
used a katana to kill Angie. And it was found in Kyo.
What is this one?
Research lab.
What does it say about this? What?
Which makes you, Kyo, automatically suspicious.
But anyone could have taken that katana, you see.
So that rusty katana was the murder weapon. You were the only one who cared about that thing, Kyo.
I did not care about some katana.
Just admit it, you shit-eating worm. You went to the classroom, broke in, and murdered the fuck out of Angie! Booyah! I'm a fucking genius!
Is Kirky really the culprit? Does that fit the facts of this case?
The culprit.
I feel like it's one of the two doors. Art lab front door. Sumugi's account. And the gold leaf katana? Wait, whoa. Wait, did that change? Did that change? I thought she was stabbed in the back of the neck the same way. This is saying that she was killed by a stab to the torso?
Used a katana to kill Angie. And it was found in Kyo's research lab. Which makes you, Kyo, automatically suspicious.
But anyone could have taken that katana, you see.
That's the problem that I have with the
rusty
statement.
katana was the murder weapon. You were the only one who cared about that thing, Kyo.
I did not care about some katana.
Just admit it, you shit-eating worm.
I did not care about some
Went to the classroom, broke in, and murdered the fuck out of Angie! Booyah! I'm a fucking genius! The culprit...
So, Sumugi's account is Angie,
used a katana to kill Angie.
Alright, I'm gonna shoot this and see what happens.
And it was found in Kyo's research lab.
The only potential weapon in my lab is the gold leaf katana.
Oh no!
Did Angie take the katana? I'm actually really confused here.
Used a katana to kill.
Alright, so let's think about this. Now, this is all stuff from... it was stabbed into the hung Kaede effigy because the katana was so old. The handle's gold leaf rubs off easily. There was blood on the tip. Let's take it from the... But only the sheath was entered.
Angie.
I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be doing here.
Which makes you, Kyo, automatically suspicious.
But anyone could have taken that katana, you see.
So that rusty katana was the murder weapon. You were the only one who cared about that thing, Kyo.
I did not care. Katana.
No, that doesn't make any sense. What am I trying to do here? What am I trying to
The
refute?
culprit used a katana to kill Angie,
We might have to take a cycle on this one.
and it was found in Kyo's research lab. Which makes you, Kyo, automatically suspicious.
But anyone could have taken that katana, you see.
So that rusty katana was the murder weapon.
I don't think that's gonna help us. I would think it's like, oh, it's the fact that the front door wasn't busted. Are we gonna have to prove that he couldn't have broken in?
I did not care about some katana.
Just admit it, you shit-eating worm. You went to the classroom, broke in.
No, that's not it.
The culprit used a katana
All right,
to
let's
kill
not try
Angie,
shooting something. Let's just think about this for a second.
and it was found in Kyo's research lab. Which makes you, Kyo, automatically suspicious.
But anyone could have taken that katana, you see.
So that rusty katana was the murder weapon. You were the only one who cared about that thing, Kyo.
I did not care about some katana.
Just admit it, you shit-eating worm. You went to the classroom, broke in, and murdered the fuck out of Angie. Booyah! I'm a fucking genius!
Okay, so I need to think about this for a second because I am actually not sure what to do here. Does this need to be... Okay, so our other options are... I did not care about the sword. And then broke in. And I don't think any of those two can be used to dispute anything else, correct? I don't think the art lab's back door makes any sense here. Oh my god. I don't... I'm so confused by this one. Because that doesn't solve... That doesn't get rid of anything. What even happens here? I'm actually kind of lost. The door is a cylindrical lock. Monodam swallowed the only key. It can only be locked and unlocked from inside the lab. Where Angie's body was found, the door was locked, but Kokichi opened it by picking the lock. Huh. I'm so confused on this one. I can't think of a way to explain.
The culprit used a katana to kill Angie. And it was found in Kyo's research lab. Which makes you, Kyo, automatically suspicious.
But anyone could have taken that katana, you see.
So that rusty katana was the murder weapon. You were the only one who cared about that thing, Kyo.
I did not care about some katana.
Just admit it, you shit-eating worm. You went to the classroom, broke in, and murdered the fuck out of Angie. Booyah! The culprit used the katana to kill Angie. And it was found in Kyo's research lab. Which makes you, Kyo, automatically suspicious.
But anyone could have taken that katana, you see. So that rusty katana was the murder weapon. You were the only one who cared about that thing, Kyo. I did not care about some katana. Just admit
It, you shit worm. You went to the classroom, broke in.
How was that wrong? Whether Kyo had a key or not, Angie still would have let him into her lab. No.
Damn it!
Was that what they wanted me to do?
We can't.
Is it?
The culprit
I don't
used a
understand
katana
how
to
this is
kill
refuting
Angie.
what was said.
And it was found in Kyo's research lab.
Which makes you, Kyo, automatically suspicious.
But I would have taken that katana, you...
So that rusty katana was the murder
Weapon.
You were the only one who cared
About that thing, Kyo.
I did not care about some
katana.
Just admit it, you
Shitty worm. You went to the classroom, broke in.
That's wrong!
Why is breaking in the thing we're countering here?
No, Kyo would not have been able to enter Angie's lab.
I'm confused. Why is... I understand the evidence. I understand the evidence that they said, but it would make sense if he was going in, he'd have to break in. So... What? Let's see what the fuck they're talking about.
Isn't that right, Tsumugi?
Yeah. Before Angie locked herself up in her research lab, she said she wasn't going to open up for anyone but student council members.
And Kyo is not a member. She wouldn't have opened the door for him.
Kyo couldn't have killed Angie even if he wanted to.
I had no desire to kill her in the first place.
So whoever killed Angie must have been one of the student council members, yeah?
I was doing a bit to lead you to the right answer. Can't believe you actually got it.
Oh, how clever.
You can just ignore her, Gonta.
The remaining student council members are Gonta, Kibo, Tsumugi, and Himiko.
Well, it can't be Himiko. She was besties with Angie. I trust their friendship. You guys do too, right?
Yeah, of course.
Kinda?
Can we trust their friendship so readily?
What is... I don't know what that... If that's supposed to be some kind of crazy symbol on hers or not.
Obviously. Let's believe in them.
Kokichi, could you stop being a shitlord?
That trims our list of suspects down to 3. Gonta, Tsumugi, and Kibo.
Yep. The culprit is one of those 3 people.
Is it?
You mean one of those 2 people? Because a robot ain't people, Jack.
Wow.
I will let that remark slide. Anyway, aren't these accusations just a tad too hasty?
What ifs? The culprit should confess already. Gonta, Keyboy, or Tsumugi? Well...
No, not Gonta. Gonta would never kill Angie.
Yeah, Gonta's a gentleman. You shouldn't suspect either of us.
Hey, stick up for me too.
Wow, they just don't like Yukibo right now.
Gonta definitely not hurt anyone. Torture Gonta if you don't believe.
Torture might be a bit too far, but Gonta and I aren't the culprits.
And I'm not the culprit either. Jeez.
Oh shit.
I'm not the culprit.
Not the culprit.
Alright. Mass panic debate. What the hell do we have? Our lab, front door, back door, lockpicking, Necronomicon, Tsumugi.
We must consider other possibilities. Surely there must be suspects outside the
Not
student
betray
council.
student council.
That's utterly impossible.
A dead chick
Not just
can't be the
anyone can open
culprit.
the door. Only student council members had
Late
access.
at night.
Oh, that's it right there.
Robots told such boring lies.
But it's definitely not me.
Is that a robophobic remark? We must consider other possibilities. Surely there must be a suspect outside the student council.
Student council.
That's utterly impossible.
A dead chick
Not just
can't be the
anyone could open
culprit.
that door.
Why?
Only student council members.
Hold it right there. I see through your shit.
No, it wasn't just student council members that could have opened that lab door.
What was it you said earlier about Kyo opening the door, Shuichi? Unless you're a student council member, you can't enter Angie's lab, right?
I mean, that's technically true.
I was referring to Kyo. He couldn't have done it, but you could have.
Exactly.
Because I saw you open the classroom lock by picking it.
Yeah, he pulled out just the set of lockpicks he just happens to have and opened that door.
Oh, that happened? I totally forgot.
So you're going to pretend you don't remember, huh?
Quit glaring at me like that. Of course I remember. Yeah, I did it. I killed Angie.
What game are you playing, Kokichi?
Wait, what? What did you just say?
I picked the lock to her lab, snuck into the room, and then wham! Killed Angie. The culprit was me, all along.
Why are you suddenly so... One, no, I don't believe it. Because you're a lying motherfucker. So, the question is, why would you be lying?
What are you saying? Is this some kind of joke?
Nah, no joke. I thought that if I confessed, I could atone for my sins.
Okay, one, that is definitely not you talking. So,
And it helped. I feel so much better. Whew!
that bloodlust must have hit you real hard.
Wait, so Kokichi really is culprit?
No, he's lying. I think. Maybe?
He's lying. I'm certain of it.
No, definitely not a lie. I killed Angie.
Uh-huh, sure you did.
Shouldn't you guys believe the culprit when they confess?
Not when the culprit's a liar.
Then let me ask you, culprit. How did you lock the room?
Huh? Well, it's the same as opening it. You pick the door closed from the outside.
No, that doesn't make sense.
Huh? What doesn't make sense? Can't you lock a door by picking it?
Maybe, but that's not how the culprit locked the room. They used a different method.
What different method?
Yeah, Mumbles. Use your big boy voice and explain yourself.
There were 2 doors to the classroom, and the one locked last was...
There's the back door. Oh, duh.
That's it!
I was hitting the wrong button. I was hitting X, try to confirm, and you had to
The
shoot
back
Y.
door. That's how they made this a locked room mystery.
The back door had a sliding lock, yes? How was it locked from the outside?
The culprit used a certain tool.
All right. We have a lot of time, so we're searching for extra stuff. On the off chance there's other hidden items in the area. Wow, like that actually makes this fucking trivial with Miyu's power. There's gotta be something over here, right? I knew you were in here, you little son of a bitch. I knew it. It's always in the new game they introduce. Wait, that's not it? Really? Well, then it... Well, then it was the sword.
I see it.
Are you saying that they used the fact that the things were...
The
Oh,
gold katana that was stabbed into Kaede's effigy.
that's actually really clever.
The culprit used that to hit the knob of the sliding lock to lock the door.
So the gold leaf was on the sliding lock
Because when the katana hit the lock, some of the gold leaf rubbed off on it. The gold leaf on that katana did peel rather easily.
That evidence rings a bell. Specifically, a school bell.
Huh? Are you talking about a different school? What school was it?
Now, that doesn't matter anymore. Let's not...
I know what you're talking about, Monokuma.
Ooh, the gold leaf landed on the sliding lock when the katana touched it. So that means the culprit used the katana to move the sliding lock, right? But wait, how did they move it with a katana? And from outside Angie's lab?
The clue that might give us the answer is the layout of the area itself. It was an odd setup after all. The katana stabbed into the effigy. The effigies hung upside down.
Angie didn't do that as part of the ritual?
No. Nowhere in the Necronomicon did it say you had to hang the effigies.
If it was not part of the ritual, then it must have been for a different purpose, right?
What could that purpose have been? The culprit somehow used it to set up the locked room. In that case, I need to know what the reason behind every step of that setup. If I do that the way the culprit locked the room should be clear. Psych taxi? Yeah! Full speed, let's go. Oh, we're actually starting to have other people on the road. Oh, I didn't see that first one. What turned the handle of the sliding lock? All right, boys, let's think. It's clearly the hilt of the katana. Good. Next question. I'm pretty sure I know exactly how they're gonna what they're aiming for. It definitely has to do with how the effigies were displayed in the room. What was done to make the katana turn the lock? The katana was stabbed into the effigy. Good. Let's roll part 3. Why has my time stopped counting down? That's a little weird. Wow, you could take this at like super slow speeds and be completely okay. Oh, I didn't realize that touching the sides wasn't good. Oh, we got what we could from that. Alright. How was the effigy manipulated to make the katana affect the lock? Pretty sure I know this one. You guys know this one? Because you should. By making it spin.
That's it. The reason the culprit stuck the katana into the effigy was so that it would hit the sliding lock as the effigy spun.
Effigy spun?
That's right. If you spun the effigy, the rope it was hanging from would twist. Then, if you let it go, the rope would unwind and the effigy would spin the other way. And of course, the katana would spin with it.
And she that thing was like butter smooth.
The culprit used the katana's counterspin to push the lock into place?
The culprit simply needed to spin the effigy's rope and then swiftly leave. This would cause the spinning katana to hit the sliding lock. And thus was the back door of an empty classroom locked from the inside.
Yes, that's how Angie's lab was locked.
Okay.
By using the effigy with a katana.
A plan born from the heart of a sword traveling through the air to intercept us.
Okay, Smoogie, please no.
Oh, but could it have moved the slide lock so easily?
Yep.
The sliding lock was pretty loose. A little push could move it. As long as the spinning katana hit the lock, it would have slid into position.
Even if the culprit failed the first couple times, they could keep trying until it locked.
Which is why the culprit chose to strike at nighttime, as to avoid detection.
Yes, since the student council prohibited anyone from walking around at nighttime.
Are you saying it's the student council's fault?
Kinda.
I didn't say that.
In any case, the culprit probably used the murder weapon for this trick. It had to have been the right length to hit the sliding lock from the effigy.
The culprit couldn't find a blade long enough in my lab, so they settled for the katana.
The other effigies were only hung up so we'd think it was some kind of ceremony.
Yeah.
That way, we wouldn't notice the lock trick.
But Kokichi did say earlier that he could have picked the lock closed. I don't want to completely ignore that possibility. But I can't imagine the culprit would have done all this just for a distraction.
If that's the case, then Kokichi's confession earlier was actually...
Everybody say it with me. 1, 2, 3, a lie!
Seriously? You fucking lied again?
I don't know why he lied, but...
Cough it up, Kokichi!
Man, you guys got me. Okay, I'm not the culprit.
You're telling the truth this time, right?
I want to say I'm lying, but I'm not.
Why did you say you were the culprit?
That's the thing I want to know.
I wanted to lure the culprit out.
That seems like a really dumbass way to do it. Unless you're getting to try... Are you trying to get him to say something in mistake?
If I claim to be the culprit, then the real culprit would agree as well. You get me? And if they pressured me to confess, then that would have looked mighty suspicious. Sheesh. Darn it. It didn't go my way because Shuichi butted in on my plan.
Yes, it's all my fault you decided to lie about being the culprit in a case like this.
You and your fucking lies! Go sit in the corner and play with yourself.
I'm pretty sure. Did you have to have the dramatic strum up?
Okay, I'll start right now.
No.
All right. So, who's the asshole who set up this locked room mystery?
You. I can't hold it up anymore.
What's the matter? You going soft on me now?
Where did this conversation come from?
Who made the locked room mystery doesn't matter, since anyone could have done it. Don't you even understand something as basic as that, you filthy cum dumpster?
Wow.
Cum dumpster!
Oh my God. We're going.
Finally! Someone finally called me a cum dumpster!
Jesus Christ, woman. My God. All right.
What should we talk about now?
Thank you, Gonta. By the way, I know certain streamers that when they play this section and they get to that part, they're going to lose their damn mind.
We must focus not on the locked room, but on who entered Angie's lab.
Yeah, because that's our big problem right now.
Only one of the student council members or Kokichi could have gained entry. Therefore, the culprit must be among their number.
That leaves us with 4 suspects. Tsumugi, Gonta, Kibo, and Kokichi.
Wouldn't that be 5 suspects, sir?
Don't forget Himiko. She's also a part of the student council.
Yep.
Doesn't matter if she was besties with Angie, she's still a suspect.
We have to clear her before we can say she's not a suspect.
That contradicts what you said earlier, which I can prove using my recording function.
It's fine. It's just a waste of time.
Me? A suspect? I'd never kill Angie!
So, calling all suspects, what should we discuss next? I want to hear everyone's opinion. What would you say to get yourself off the suspect list?
Why are you trying to lead the debate? You're a suspect too.
Silence, outsider. Only the suspect rangers are allowed to speak.
Kokichi, please.
Suspect rangers?
I agree. Those under suspicion should explain themselves thoroughly.
We might catch them with their pants down.
I think only you want to catch them with their pants down.
Anyway,
Maybe like literally with their
ask the
pants down.
Suspect rangers,
Not like figurative. She's not thinking figurative. She's thinking literal.
what should we talk about? What should we say to get ourselves off the suspect list? Well, guys, I want to hear what you think.
That's sort of a difficult question, you know?
Gonta not smart enough to know answer to that.
Yes, it is difficult to formulate a logical response to that question.
Not articulate with words, huh? Don't you guys want to prove your innocence?
They don't trust you one bit, and I don't blame them. You're probably plotting.
Why did Tenko have to die?
We're not talking about that yet, Himiko.
I want to know what happened to Angie too, but can we talk about Tenko's case now and not just Angie?
I got you exactly where I wanted, Himiko.
What do you mean?
The 2 victims could have been killed by 2 separate murderers, you know. So we need to find the first Blackened responsible for the first victim. We've got to figure out who killed Angie. Until we solve Angie's case, Tenko's case is meaningless.
Not completely.
Did you suggest that to waste our time?
It's not meaningless!
Is she gonna finally like stop being so backseaty, or like so not a backseat, blasé? I guess is a way to describe it. Himiko.
Tenko's death was meaningless! How dare you! Poor Tenko! How could you do this to her? Himiko.
Himiko, stop it with your crappy lies.
Lies?
Everything you said is total BS.
And you can back this up how?
You didn't give 2 shits about Tenko when she was alive. But now you're like, oh no, poor Tenko, after she's dead. Come on, really?
Kokichi, enough!
He's not necessarily bringing up an invalid point.
No, it's okay. It's no surprise he'd think that. I know I ignored Tenko before. That's why I'm so upset now. I should have faced Tenko. Worked things out with her while she was still alive. But now, it's too late. I can't complain to her or thank her. It's too late.
Yeah, seriously. It's way too late to realize that now.
Kaito.
The only option is to face her death head on.
Yeah. Face her death?
Himiko, I understand what you're going through. So I'm gonna help you out. Let's work together to find the truth. I'm not gonna let anyone say her death didn't matter.
Kaito. Alright. I'll put a silencing curse on whoever calls Tenko's death meaningless.
Are you gonna? I feel like Okichi's about to just test this.
The name of the curse is Death Curse. I suppose being dead would silence someone pretty good.
Listen up! All you guys are gonna help out too. Abandoning someone who died and only thinking about your own survival. That's just as bad as a hit and run. I won't forgive something so messed up.
Tenko was our friend. Gonta wanna know why she died too.
I already told you that's so unnecessary. We're getting sidetracked here.
No, even if it was a different culprit, we need to know how Tenko died. If we don't find out who killed her, we won't be able to work together. Not now, not ever. Even if this trial isn't for her, in order for us to survive, we need to get to the bottom of Tenko's death.
Yep. And
Not just to survive this trial, but so we can keep going and live on.
I'm pretty sure I know how Tenko got killed, just not by who. Kaito.
Finally, you noticed. Jeez, you're so slow.
Huh? Did Kokichi want us to notice?
Don't listen to his crap. We haven't decided whether there were two different culprits yet.
Mm.
Let us talk about Tenko's case then. Perhaps that will provide us a clue.
Yeah, maybe.
They're not wrong, but I don't mind going over Tenko's case. But maybe that was an abrupt change of topic. Well, that was an abrupt change of topic. Was that intentional?
So what do we talk about first?
For now, let's see if we can narrow down the list of suspects.
Tancrouch probably got killed during the seance, so everyone there's suspicious.
Tancrouch!
She's suddenly going to be very easy to provoke during this case. I can already see that. The people who attended the seance...
That's it.
I didn't think for a second. I was like, wait, is that everybody?
It was me, Hio, Himiko, and Kokichi.
So those four are the culprits!
Oh, Himiko's still culprit?
Until we clear her.
Well, that's probably just a coinkydink. The most suspicious out of the four is really Kyo. He suggested the whole seance idea.
He was pretty up on it.
True, I may have suggested it, but I explained the procedure beforehand, yes? If we all knew of it before the murder, then we are all equally suspicious.
Well, I suppose, but...
Yeah, not really.
In addition, the seance wasn't entirely in my control either.
Huh?
I was not the one who selected the room we performed it in. It was Himiko.
She did suggest the middle room. But all three of the rooms are very...
Oh, right.
Very close. I'm sorry, I have to respond to a friend of mine. One of my friends just tweeted something, and I have the thing to respond to him. Where is it? Is it in A or B right now? I think it's in A. Oh, so you guys don't know this, but I actually separate my meme videos and stuff that I use for like Twitter responses and shit like that. I separated it into video A and video B, so it should be really easy to spot stuff. Wait, that's not the right one. Where's the actual one? I have to find this one? I'm gonna have to find this one. Where the fuck is it? Okay, I'm gonna have to do this the way that I usually do it, which is to go into the gallery itself and actually just move the file. Because, fun note, Twitter has this really easy thing of it looks at when you're trying to add GIFs to stuff, or if you're trying to add images to stuff, it finds the first image you find. Gallery, all the way to the top. And you gonna do it? I did. Oh.
Also, we should not limit our suspects to only those who participated in the seance. The empty room had a point of entry from outside, you see.
Point of entry from outside, he must be referring to...
Oh no!
Oh, wait. Are they talking about, the spot in the corner?
There!
But there was somebody standing in that corner.
You're talking about under the floor, right?
Huh? Under the floor?
Yes, there's a crawl space under the floor a person can move through. There was also a hole that connected it to the neighboring room.
If the culprit used the hole, they could have entered and exited the seance room.
If we consider that possibility, then there is another suspect.
Another suspect? Who?
Kibo?
It's appearing before me.
Are you trying to suspect Kibo? Really?
Oh, I can see it clearly. The true identity of Tenko's killer.
Shouldn't the, like, pillar of light come down on his face? Cage child, marker stone, loose floor.
The culprit sneaked in during the seance by crawling under the floor.
We are about to do this.
Black during the seance. How could they even see if they were under the floor?
Because it wasn't dark under the floor. You see, our villain had a light.
Light? You mean candle?
I mean Kibo's flashlight function.
Wait.
Huh? Now hold on a second.
Kibo could have used that function to get under the floor and sneak into the empty room during the seance.
I said hold on a
Wait, what does it say about his flashlight function? It's a blinding light.
second.
He used his robot functions to commit the murders.
Hold on a second.
The culprit sneaked in during the seance.
Where was the one I was looking for?
Because it wasn't. Villain had a light.
Light? You mean candle?
I mean Kibo's flashlight function.
Huh? Now hold on a second.
Kibo could have used that function to get under the floor.
Sure, it's crowded enough, but there's enough room for more than one person to move around.
Oh no!
Is it the right one? I'm pretty sure it's the fact that you
sneaked
couldn't.
in during the seance by crawling under.
Hole in the corner. Loose floorboard was right below Tenko. No, it's not that. It's not the marker stone. The caged child. It might actually be the hole in the corner.
How could they even see if they were under the floor?
Because it wasn't dark under the floor. You see, our villain had a light.
Light? You mean candle?
I mean, Kibo's flashlight function.
Huh? Now hold on a
What were
second.
the last parts of this again? There was there
Kibo
was
could have
2 at
used
the
that
end.
function to get under the floor and sneak into the empty room during the seance.
I said hold on a second.
He used his robot functions to commit the murders.
Hold on a second.
Okay, so there is none after. It's true that with a little light you can move around under the floor, but is that possible?
The culprit sneaked in during the seance.
Loose floorboards.
By crawling.
A hole in the corner of the room.
Under the floor.
But it was pitch black during the... How could they even explore under the floor?
Because it wasn't dark under the floor. You see, had a light.
I knew it. You could. How could he have had the light? We would have seen it.
I don't think the culprit could have used a light while under the floor.
Also, I find it really interesting that the actual truth bullets are like physical objects in the world. So like his like statement actually ran into the side of my truth bullet and that triggered it.
There was a hole in the corner of the room. If a light were used, it would have leaked through and we would have seen it.
But when we did the seance, the room was definitely pitch black.
So a light was not shined under the floor, which means you cannot claim I am the culprit.
Geez, here I thought this would be the case where the murder could only be done by a robot.
You have accused me of being the culprit more than once now, simply because I am a robot.
He wanted the killer to be a robot, probably for a
My
reason.
status as a robot does not mean I am capable of performing superhuman feats. My vision is somewhat poor, and I only possess average physical strength and intelligence.
All right, you made your point. God, now I feel sort of bad for you.
I neither want nor need your pity.
Ah,
Enough with the flashlight! It's way too bright!
It would have been difficult to move around under the floor in that pitch black darkness. Maybe the floor and the hole have nothing to do with this case.
Then why was floorboard under Tenko lined up funny? Going to think that was so culprit could stab Tenko from under floor.
I don't think that's how it was done.
Ooh, nice observation, Gonta. Are you finally getting used to the class trials?
Uh-huh. Thank you.
Don't say it like that. You're better off not being used to this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe they marked Tenko with glowing paint and looked for that. That'd let the culprit find her. Then they could stab her through the floorboards.
Boy, that sounds really familiar too. But I'm just gonna ignore it.
Are we gonna have him say this every single time now?
Her corpse didn't have any trace of glowing paint, though.
Oh, yeah. So then why was that floorboard loose?
The loose floorboard was the one under Tenko, right? If the culprit used it while she was still alive, she'd totally notice.
There's actually a flaw in my plan that I don't quite understand, but
Who fucking cares? Fussing over that won't get us closer to the culprit!
We shouldn't dismiss this line of inquiry, however. Instead of butting our heads against this, how about we concentrate on another issue?
What other issue?
Perhaps first, we should figure out how and when exactly Tenko was killed.
When? So not during seance?
Tenko was in the metal cage for the whole seance, wasn't she?
Mm-hmm.
How could someone have gotten to her there?
Maybe the culprit killed her before she went under the metal cage.
No, she was responding in between.
That's not possible. She was alive at that point. Yes, she was unmistakably alive when the seance began.
That was right before we blew out the candles. But when the light came back...
The floorboard was removed at that point, so it's likely she was already dead then.
So she was killed when the room was dark?
But she was inside Cage, right? Going to think it impossible to kill her then.
Then she wasn't killed when the room was dark. It was a different time.
A different time?
Yeah, when can it have been done?
How the fuck should I know? You figure it out, shitheads.
Okay.
Huh? Since Galta said it was impossible, I'm proposing an alternate theory. Now hurry up and think! If you want to make my golden brain tingle, start circle jerking your limp dick brains!
Oh boy. Oh me, you've got a veritable one-track mind when it comes to anything but invention.
When Tenko got killed, it wasn't during the seance.
It could not have been done at any other time. She was under the cage the whole time. She was dead when the cage was lifted.
What about moment Cage was lifted?
Huh?
Like that.
When Cage lifted, culprit stabbed Tango real fast. So fast, no one saw.
Oh my!
Jesus.
So who lifted the cage?
It was me.
Then obviously Himiko is the culprit.
There's no doubt!
Tenko not being killed during the seance? That might be possible, but it might not be impossible, but there's no evidence for it.
When Tenko got killed, it wasn't during the seance.
It could not
It's the marker stone.
have been done at any other time.
The iron cage is around 5 feet wide, 3 feet high. Tenko's blood is on the bottom of it.
She was under the cage.
The sheet that was over the iron cage during the seance, it cannot be, it's very thick. There's no hole in the fabric.
The whole time. When she was dead.
Sika was under the floor.
When the cage was lifted.
What about moment Cage was lifted?
Like that.
When Cage lifted, culprit stabbed Tango real fast. So fast, no one saw.
Oh my!
So who lifted the cage?
It was me.
Then obviously Himiko is the culprit.
Oh fuck! I'm not gonna make it. God damn it! I think it's the fact that the sickle's under the floor.
It wasn't during the seance.
Because the sickle has to be the murder weapon.
She was under the cage the whole time. And she was dead when the cage was lifted. What about moment cage was lifted? When cage lifted, culprit stabbed Tango real fast. So fast, no one saw.
So who lifted the cage?
Then obviously Himiko is the culprit.
There's no
God damn, that goes by so fast. You have to. You can't try to silence it. You have to weave it in between.
It could not have been done at any other time. She was under the cage the whole time. And she was dead when the cage was lifted.
It's got to be sickle under the floor.
What about moment cage was lifted? When cage lifted, culprit stabbed Tango real fast. So fast, no one saw. So who lifted the cage?
Himiko
the culprit killed her when they opened the cage, only Himiko could have done it.
Damn it!
When Tenko got killed, it wasn't during the seance.
It could not have been done at any other time. She was under the cage the whole time.
Oh. If she was alive when the thing got flipped off, there wouldn't be blood on the sheet. Duh. What am I thinking?
And she was dead when the cage was lifted.
What about moment Cage was lifted?
Gotta be counter.
Wrong!
I was thinking of the wrong thing. It's not the fact that we can't, that's not the weapon. It's that there was blood on the thing before, once we lifted it up.
It wasn't possible to kill her the moment the cage was lifted. Because the inside of the white cloth had Tenko's blood on it. That cloth was removed before the cage was lifted. If Tenko was stabbed then, there wouldn't be blood on the cloth.
What? But how could my golden brain be wrong when it felt so right?
The only possibility is that Tenko was killed during the seance.
I like that Shuichi's just...
Model right here.
I was gonna say, I like that Shuichi just completely glossed over it. He's just like, I'm gonna let that happen.
No, it's still wrong to think that Tenko was killed during the seance.
What?
I'm gonna prove it right now. My golden brain is gonna go all out!
Alright, what are we aiming at here? Alright.
Tenko died after the seance. It happened when the sheet was lifted. That was the moment the culprit chose to stab the fuck out of Tenko through the cage. They stuck the thin blade through the gap, and that clean white sheet got stained blood red!
But the weapon was a sickle. Only the blade could have fit through the gaps.
The blade's all you need. If you stick the blade through a gap in the cage, it'd be long enough to reach Tenko.
No.
Sitting in there with her neck all exposed.
Hang on. Sickle. She's probably sitting down normally while she was in the cage.
The blade's all you need. If you stick the blade through a gap in the cage, it'd be long enough to reach Tenko. Sitting in there with her neck all exposed. She wasn't that far from the cage's gap. In which case, the person who lifted the sheet is the... And that's none other than Kyo!
What is the point?
The blade's all you need. If you stick the blade through a gap in the cage, it'd be long enough to reach Tenko. Sitting in there with her neck all exposed.
Sitting in there with her neck all exposed.
She wasn't that far from the cage's gaps. In which case, the person who lifted the sheet is the and that's none other than Kyo! The blade's all you need. If you stick the blade through a gap in the cage, it'd be long enough to reach Tenko. Sitting in there with her neck all exposed.
She's probably sitting down while she was... Oh, I understand the whole logic. If I'm not dead, I'm dead. Shit, I understand what it was. It's the rock. I need to show the rock. I got it. I got this one. It took me a second. I think I'm too far ahead in the logic.
Tenko died after the seance. It happened when the sheet was lifted. That was the moment the culprit chose to stab the fuck out of Tanko through the cage! They stuck the thin blade through the gap, and that clean white sheet got stained blood red!
But the weapon was a sickle. Only the blade could have fit through the gaps.
The blade's all you need. If you stick the blade through a gap in the cage, it'd be long enough to reach Tenko, sitting in there with her neck all exposed.
I'll cut through your words.
I misunderstood how she was saying sitting there, because I'm used to her saying...
Wait just a minute. Tenko wasn't sitting down inside the cage.
That was me misunderstanding what she was thinking by saying sitting. So I got this.
She was bent over with her forehead against the marker stone, and the cage itself was about 3 feet tall. The sickle's blade was too short to reach Tenko while she was in that position.
Then I messed up again? How could this happen? I am so embarrassed.
You like it when you're embarrassed.
No worries, Mew. Everyone already knows you're an embarrassment to the human race.
Kokichi just knows how to hit her points.
Yeah, no worries.
How embarrassing!
If Shuichi is right, then it's impossible for Tenko to have been killed through the cage.
She couldn't have been killed during the seance since she was in the cage, right?
If she was killed then, the cloth over the cage would have been pierced.
Not during the seance or from below the floor. Then it's impossible, isn't it?
Yeah, for a living person.
Huh?
What if Angie's spirit killed Tenko?
Oh boy, here we go again.
What are you talking about? That's not possible.
We don't know that. Some things are impossible for a human, but not for a spirit.
Don't say stupid stuff like that. Screw spirits.
Stop that now.
Angie's spirit killed Tango? Why?
Himiko?
Why would Angie's spirit kill Tango?
What if Tenko killed Angie, and then Angie's spirit came back for revenge?
Like I said, that's impossible. Spirits can't be culprits.
Then explain how the culprit killed Tenko under these impossible circumstances.
Well,
See? You can't explain, can you? Only a spirit could have done—
Wait, I know. What if the culprit was hiding inside the cage? If they were in there, they could have stabbed Tenko during the seance.
Huh?
No. If there was someone else in the cage, we would have
I agree
noticed.
with Kaito. The culprit could have been inside the cage.
You do?
Nonsense. There was no space in the cage for the culprit to hide.
Maybe the culprit wouldn't need to hide in the first place.
What?
Also, the culprit could have killed her in the cage at any time. I think you know what I'm getting at, right?
The day she's referring to. What? Who could have killed Tenko from inside the cage? Hello, what? I'm about to lose everything on this one. I can't pause this. I think it could have been Maki. It couldn't have been anybody that was in the room. We're taking a guess. Who could have killed Tenko at any time inside the cage? Who could have killed Tenko from inside the cage? Okay, I want to confirm something. They're not saying Angie did it. She's not okay. All right.
Damn it!
Who could have killed Tenko from inside the cage? They're not saying Tenko herself did it, right? I hate to be guessing like this, but I don't know the answer. Tenko
I believe Maki is referring to Tenko herself.
What did you say? Are you saying Tenko is the culprit?
because it would have been easy enough to hide the damn. Oh my god.
She committed suicide.
Suicide?
We're really doing this?
If she committed suicide, it would explain a lot of things we couldn't figure out. She volunteered to be in the cage, and then stabbed herself during the seance. It wouldn't matter how dark the room was.
But the sickle she was stabbed with was under the floor, right?
She could have tossed it under the floor.
If Tenko had stabbed herself, wouldn't the sickle still be inside the cage?
It wasn't enough to kill her, but it was enough to basically start the process.
Oh my god. Mew actually said something smart.
Peachy, please.